Hey friends, it's me Stace. For today's video, I'm going to share with you a really fun Kokorosa Studio project. We are making a card. There's the front of the card there, and then we have the inside as well. So for the actual card, you need a piece of cardstock. This is paper tray ink dark chocolate, 8.5 by 5.5. You want to score that at 4 1/4. Then crease that really well so it lays flat. Piece of white for the inside at 4 by 5 1/4. This is lemon tart, also by paper tray ink, 4 by 5 1/4. Alright, so the die we're using looks like this here. It's a little film strip. It also says Our Love Story on top. I did choose to cut that piece off though. Alright, let me go ahead and grab my Big Shot, the magnetic platform, my cardstock, oh my plate first, then my cardstock, then this. Alright, we're just going to go over here and run it through the side. So we have that cut out. You can see it cuts out really, really well. I'm going to take a pokey tool and just poke through here. So I'm able to grab that. Alright. And then just going to make sure you get all those little pieces out of that. Alright, we're done with that. We can set that aside. I'm going to just go ahead and finish poking out some of the squares that didn't poke out. And for the most part, it pokes out super simple, super easy. There we go. I think I got it up here. Now, you can leave the Our Love Story on there. I chose to cut mine off. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my trimmer and just do my best to line this up just like that. And then make sure it's all lined up nicely. I'm just going to go ahead and cut off the top of that. So now I just have the film strip. Now this does measure, I'll have it in the screen. I'm not sure the exact measurement. Let me look real quick. It looks like it's about 6 inches wide. I wanted to make it fit my card, so I'm actually going to cut it to make it fit. So I'm going to bring in a piece of cardstock here. I'm just going to cut off the one side. So we're just going to go ahead and cut that piece off and that one off. So now I have 3, which will fit on my card, but this side's wider, so I do want to trim that a little bit. And I'm just using the cardstock here to help me be straight. Okay, alright, that is done. I'm going to move all that out of our way. Alright, now I have my photos. I just printed them on my home printer, like in like a, what is this, 4s. Then I went and measured the inside because the piece you cut out, I did measure that. Then I added like 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So this little square is 1 1/4 by 1 3/8. And then I took a piece of vellum and then I just, the same size, then I placed this on my photos just like that, drew around and cut them out. So I already have those here. Then I have the piece of white for the inside because I do want to stamp there. And the stamps that I'm using is from Mamie Made It. It is called Focus on God, if I can find it. Oh, right here. Focus on God. Okay, and I'm going to use the one that says Made in the Image of God. I'm using the Stampin' Up! Early Espresso ink. And we're going to stamp that on this piece. I'm going to bring it toward me so I can see it better. Alright, pretty good. Now I want to do the inside of my card, or the front of my card. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Mini Misty and grab my piece of lemon tart here. And I already have the stamp there. And I'm going to ink it up, bring it down, and stamp it in that bottom corner. And this one says, God's blessings make beautiful memories. Super cute. Okay, so now we're done with that. Alright, now let's go ahead and assemble our little film strip here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to take a little piece of tape, just like a little piece, and I'm going to tape it on the side here. Just like that. And then this piece will, oops, just like that, it didn't stick. Let's try that again. Another piece of tape. All right, that's going to go there. Then my tape is going to go on that brown. There we go. All right, then this is going to go in the middle right there. So I'm going to grab another piece of tape. I'm actually going to flip this over. Gee, I would have been upside down. Flip this over and kind of get it lined up in the middle where I want it to go. Bring my little photo back over here. Okay, that's going to go there. Pull this one down and then tape that to the photo. Okay? Alright, and then I'm going to bring another piece of tape in for this one. Make sure I am going the right way. I am. Okay? Put this one down here. Then tape that together. And then just tape that end piece real quick. Just like that. Okay, that's how cute that is. I'm going to pop it up. And I'm going to use quite a few. I'm going to do 2 at the very end. And then 2 on the seams. Do you hear it? It's pouring. Pouring outside. Thunder, lightning, you name it, we're getting it today. I give all them a squish. Let's bring in our card base here. Alright, I'm going to glue this down. And I will have that die linked below for you as well. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and take the backing off of these. This would be really cute for a layout because, like I said, it's 6 inches wide. I haven't done a layout in a really long time. I need to get back into doing those. I actually miss doing Project Life. I think I enjoy Project Life more than I do making layouts because it's just easier, you know. You can photo the little things without having a whole layout. Alright, we're going to go ahead and plop that right here on a little bit of an angle. So cute, right? These are my grandkids. Alright, now we have the inside of the card. We have that piece of white, 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to use another image from that stamp set. I'm using this small camera right here. And I'm going to bring in a piece of scrap paper. Alright, we're going to go and ink this up. And I'm only going to stamp it in the bottom corner, just so they can see that it's a camera. Okay, just like that. Alright, let's go ahead and adhere that one on the inside and our card's done. And I just used an app on my phone. I forget what the app is called. Let me look. PicFrame. I use that app on my phone to give me this layout for that frame. And I just printed it on my home printer and then cut everything out. Alright, so there is that card. There is that one. And I do have a card kit for you. Unfortunately, I can't mail you this card or give you that card, but I do give you 2 of these film strips, and I did leave the Our Love Story on there in case you want to use it as a layout. You can do that, or you can just cut it off or cut these. So it is very easy to cut if you only have 2 kids or you want to focus on 4. But I did give you the square for the middle, and I also gave you that piece of vellum, so you're able to use that to trace over your photos in an envelope. Alright, so to win the card kit, leave me a comment below saying you want to be entered in the card kit. I will pick a winner this coming Saturday. Any questions, I will also have the link for this framelit below as well as my coupon code. Any questions, my friends, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.